everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have an easel and a canvas. They had these canvases on sale at Michael's and they were only about $6 each, so I bought two. So if you really like this video, drop a like below and maybe I'll do the next one on camera as well. But here is the first canvas I'm going to do. It's an 8x10 and I already have a cute idea planned, so yeah, let's just jump on into it. Started by opening up my canvas and getting some warm brown paint ready with a touch of blue in it, and I am doing a underlayer on my canvas. It just brings warmth through the entire piece as you go through, and I also painted this on the sides just to make sure that the sides are cohesive with the front. I started by doing a light sketch in the same color over the underpainting to prepare for the paint. So now I'm starting with this desaturated light blue for the sky, and I really enjoyed the color palette of this painting because I'm doing it very desaturated colors, and it's very it's not my style to do very desaturated colors, but I really enjoyed it and I would love to delve back into it and do some more desaturated illustrations in the future. It just was a lot of fun to come out of my normal color scheme and try something different. So I'm just blending darker desaturated blues and whites into the sky to make it look more like clouds. In the picture I was using, there were trees in the background, but I decided I didn't really want them in my painting. So I decided to just make it look as much like the sky that was showing in the picture that I was using. And I did make it a little darker around the feet just so they would pop out a little bit more in the end. And I think that worked pretty well because they're similar to the lightest blue that I put in the sky in the end. So it was good to put the darker blue around. And now I'm starting to work on the background that's closer to the feet, and I am doing a desaturated olive-ish green color to start with the bushes in the background, and I was just using this as a base, and you'll see what I'll do over it in a couple minutes. But I did a second layer of that, and then I started on the fun part. I started blending in a couple other colors into it. As you see now, I got ahead of myself a little, but I decided I didn't really like that color very much, so I ended up kind of covering over it anyways with a darker desaturated green, because I didn't realize how bright that green was that I layered the first time. So just blending that in to get a base of shadows, and basically I'm just doing all the base layers on everything. So I'm doing the sweatpants black, and yeah, just filling in all the bases of color. So yeah, I really love doing black paint. I always talk about this every time I paint with black on one of my videos. I just really enjoy just how opaque black is, because some colors like yellow and red are very translucent sometimes, so painting with black is just super fun. And now, as you can see, I'm adding a really light desaturated blue as the base for the shoes. As you can see, it's very similar to the clouds, but I end up changing it a little bit later and it ends up popping out anyways. So yeah, just filling in all the base layers. And now we're going to get into the fun part, which was adding all the leaves into the bush. I thought this was so much fun to do. I really enjoyed adding the darker shadows with leaves and then adding brighter colors and just bringing this whole thing together with the leaves. It was so much fun, and I definitely recommend trying to paint a bush like this. It's just super fun to follow where the highlights are and do lighter greens and then put underneath them darker greens so it looks still like it's a 3D shape, but it's really just blobs of paint. And it adds really cool texture to your painting in the end, especially if you're using thicker paint. It really brings an element of just this cool globby texture that almost is abstract looking. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it was one of my favorite parts of this painting because I was just over there on my palette mixing so many different colors of green and incorporating each color in, and there are brighter greens and more desaturated greens, and I really thought that the lighter greens brought in a nice pop of color. And I really loved how they turned out in the end. It really looks like a bush, and it looks kind of like what Mira Byler would paint. I was pretty proud of that. yeah, Mira Byler would have painted something like this, and I just did it, and it looks okay. Like, I was very happy with myself for completing this bush. So, yeah, definitely recommend trying to paint a bush like this. It is super fun and just a very therapeutic thing to do during an afternoon. And once again, I'm adding a little bit more black paint over those pants. And then I'm going to start doing the shading of the pants. So basically, it's not really shading. It's more adding, like, highlights over the black. But I always enjoy painting fabrics when I paint. It's just, like, one of my favorite parts if I have fabric incorporated into a painting. It's just, like, my favorite thing to paint. Just all the ruffles. It's super fun. Even when I painted in my like sketchbook 12, I think, but I painted Elrond and Durin from the Rings of Power series on Prime Video, and Elrond had like this flowy blue drape, and it was so fun to paint. I just really enjoy painting fabric. It's like, I don't know, just me rambling about my favorite things to paint in this video, but yeah, as you can see, I might have accidentally filmed a little bit of the shoes off camera, or like I didn't film it, and so now I'm just adding a bunch of little details. I literally played with these shoes for like an hour and got really frustrated, and in the end, you'll see I just kind of finished them off camera, and yeah, that's kind of just how it went, because I was just frustrated with them, and it was hard for me to film this part, and still be close enough to like see it really well and like get the little details in. And yeah, I had never painted shoes before, so it was kind of like a difficult thing for me. And I did get frustrated about halfway through and just kind of like turned off the camera, worked on them a little bit. I just finished them in the end off camera just because they were frustrating me and I needed a break. But yeah, now taking a break from the shoes, I am adding flowers to the bushes, and they're all these little orange flowers. And I just did little orange dots, and it looked okay. Like, I just loved doing the whole background. The whole background was just the best thing, and I loved doing it. So as you can see, I'm just adding all these little orange flowers everywhere, and I really like this effect and the bright pop of color that it brings. And I also added some white ones in there too. And yeah, I just really enjoyed the pop of color that orange brought to the painting. And so because I love that orange color so much, I put it on the edges of the painting as well, just because I thought that would incorporate the edges into the painting by bringing out that orange a little bit more. So now that we're done pretty much, let's sign it and then we will see the end result. And I'm so happy like with this painting in general. It's just so out of my style, but I love it so much. Like, look, it's just, I don't know, I'm very excited about this, and I'm definitely going to have to do more paintings like this in the future because I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, here it is, the little Converse All-Stars, and yeah, I'm super happy with it. So let's jump on into the weekly art. Okay, guys, welcome back to the weekly art. So, I wanted to show you this Ninja Turtle drawing that I did because I just love the Ninja Turtles. Like, recently, I've just been obsessed with the Ninja Turtles. They're just like, oh, I just love them. Because I watched the 2014 live-action like Ninja Turtle movie, and I just love how funny all the Ninja Turtles are. So yeah, I had to draw them after I watched that. I watched it when we went on vacation like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And yeah, I just had to draw them after that. So I finally finished it after like a week. So yeah, there it is. It was just like working on it in my little snippets of time that I had. And also, I was at home sick for a day, so I painted while I was sick. So this is what my brain comes up with when I was sick. You could tell I was tired and didn't really want to put that much effort in. But once again, I tried to do like that same thing, but a little messier this time. And little Grogu sticking out right there, and just basically like random things that I wanted to do. Duck in rubber boots, a bug silhouette. And this adorable bee, he's so cute. But I kind of put too much paint on it, and then it cracked, as you can see. But oh well, it's still a cute page. So yeah, that's all the sketchbook art I'll show you today, because I haven't had that much time for my sketchbook lately. I've been working on commissions and stuff like that, which I'm not showing on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I'll have to, yeah, I don't know. But I'll also show you this. I went to a pottery studio, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that. But yeah, I'll put my Instagram handle here on the screen and you can check that out. I usually do that every weekly art. But yeah, I painted this mug and I really like it. And I sit this in it. My stuffed flower little thing. So yeah, he just sits in there happy as a lark on my desk. So yeah, that's what I use that mug for. Okay, so I'll show you some Funko Pops and then I'll let you go because I know this video is a little longer than my normal ones. It's just my last video felt like really short and I felt like I had no time to talk, so I wanted to have a little more time to talk in this one. So yeah, I'll show you that and then I'll let you go. Okay, so I thought I would show you my Mickey Funko Pop collection. So I bought like most of this collection of them, but I don't have one of them, and if I ever find it, I'll definitely get it. They're a bit dusty because they've been on my shelf for a while. But this is the first one. It's Plain Crazy Mickey, and he's like one of the original Mickeys. So yeah, and it's like a Walt Disney Archives thing. So they each have a pencil and it shows they all line up in a line, and then it like, I don't know, shows how the creation of all the Mickeys. So the next one is this Mickey, just like a plain normal Mickey, regular that you usually see. I didn't know he actually had patches on the back too. Good thing to know. He's got a pencil as well, and they line up like this, and they like are drawing each other in a line. And then I believe I'm missing the one that goes next. It's the Fantasia Mickey. And then there's this one, the Brave Little Tailor Mickey, or this might be the one from that giant. I'm not exactly sure what this is off of, but he's still cute. It's got like a little Peter Pan hat, and yeah, but this one doesn't stay on its stand very well, so you kind of have to like always fix it, which is kind of annoying. And then the last one in the set is this one, the End Mickey Mouse, just the one that's loved by everyone, and yeah, he goes on the end. And I also bought, there was a whole other set of these that was all Minnie Mouse, but I only bought the artist one because I didn't feel like spending like another $85 on the whole collection. So I just bought the artist one, and I really like her. I think she's super cute. She reminds me of myself, so yeah, of course I bought it. So I just put her at the end with the rest of the Mickeys. And then I got this one this year for my birthday, or did I get it for Christmas? No, I got it for my birthday, and it's like tourist, I think it's supposed to be like Disneyland themes, like touristy Mickey with a little Dole Whip and a spoon, and I think he's super cute, and I really, really like this one. I think he's super cute. So yeah, those are all my Mickeys, and I'll show them all in a line now, and then you can finally go, so yeah. Okay, here they all are in the line. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Austin with an E signing out for now. Bye!